Alright guys, so we're here today at an undisclosed location. This is going to be our home for those garlic bulbils that we've planted. This piece of ground was, I guess, probably cleared last year, and it was amended over the winter, over the fall, I guess, with lime and manure. And you can see the green grass here, and that's probably from some leaching, which is fine. We added a lot, and almost 12 tons, I think, altogether. We tried to keep it covered with tarps, but as you see, didn't do much actually. All of these sandbags were actually under those tarps. So those tarps just blew out from under all of those sandbags. So it's a pretty windy location, which is not that surprising. We're in the windiest place, I think, in the third windiest place in the world. Plan today is to get some of these bigger rocks that have kind of been heaved up with the frost and whatnot, and we're going to get this field cleared up a bit. So stuff like this, and we're going to start tilling. So we're going to hopefully try to till through most of this today, get something growing here as a cover crop on this until August. So probably in a few hours I'll do another video update here now, showing, I guess, how far we've managed to get with the tilling. Okay, so our tilling operations have begun. Not this much done. And of course we get to come across some of these beauties along the way. Lots of big rocks, and that tiller's just bouncing around on top of them. So I'd say we're probably, that's maybe 1/5 done. It took about 30 minutes, so that's not bad. I figure 2.5, 3 hours for all of it. So we're going to cross till this again. We're just trying to incorporate some of that organic matter from below upwards. And yeah, it's looking good. It's a beautiful day for this. A little bit of wind, a little bit of sun. Great day here in Newfoundland. All right, that took about 3 hours or so. There's 2 of us working at it. And soil looks pretty good. There's still a lot of rock in it, as one can imagine, living on the rock. But it's been picked over now probably 3 or 4 times, I think. So we're really getting down to kind of the smaller rocks now, although the tilling tends to bring some of the bigger rocks to the surface, and they tend to bind on the tiller. I did break off my cable, so no reverse left, which means when you hit these big rocks, you really need to stop before they get bound up inside of the tines. But yeah, so we can see some of that chicken manure that we put in last fall. Anyway, that's looking pretty good. We got about another 6 feet or so left to go. And then we're going to rake it out flat and start looking at what we're going to do with putting on our cover crop, which is going to be a mix of peas and oats. It's about 4 p.m. here now, and half the field's been raked over. All right. Here's a view from the west side, looking back towards the east. All right, spreading operations have begun. It's that pea and oat mix. And it is here. So we're about a third of the way now through our raking operation. I'm going to start rolling these guys in now to hopefully make some good contact with the soil. So I have to admit, when we first got here the other day, I was feeling pretty disgruntled. It looked pretty bad, but it actually looks really good now. Just took a little bit of work, 8 hours in total, I think. It's all rolled in now, overseed in, it's all rolled in. Now we just need to wait for rain. All right, so this is the final view of the field. It looks pretty good. It's way better than what it was when we first got here. Anyway, we strung up this polyamide line and attached some plastic bags to it. Hopefully it'll rustle around and make a little bit of noise. Keep the birds from stealing, I guess, all of our feed. Anyway, I'm looking at the ground here now and it all looks like it's pretty secure. I don't see any hauls anywhere from the starlings. I haven't seen many starlings and stuff around, but I'm sure if they see it, they'll come. In any case, we'll keep an eye on this, and hopefully over the next week or so, we'll end up with a little bit of rain, enough for this stuff to start germinating and cover us in. Anyway, that's it for this stage of the bulb project. The next update will be, I guess, when the field cover crop is actually up, and we'll see what it looks like.